So as always, I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. So on top of Painterly, I'm going to be adding this Colour 24-Hour Tattoo by Maybelline in the Colour On and On Bronze. Because the primary colour on my eyelids is going to be gold, this is just going to help my gold eyeshadow stick to my eyelids, and also it's going to add another intensity to the colour. I really love these colour tattoos by Maybelline. They act as such good bases for all the different colours in your eyeshadows, and they've got a variety of colours as well. So if you haven't got any, I'd really suggest you go and get some. So I'm just adding a little bit of sellotape to the sides of my eyes. As you can see, this is going to make sure that the eyeshadow doesn't go anywhere that I don't want it to go, as I want it to be quite precise with this look. I'm then going to be using my Morphe 35W palette to create this eyeshadow look. It's absolutely gorgeous. So using my Morphe M504 brush and this really light brown colour from the palette, I'm going to start using this as my first transition colour. And as always, this is just going to be going into my crease using windscreen wiper motions and circular motions. Using the same brush, I'm then going to be taking this camel colour from the palette, and I'm going to put this in exactly the same places that I put the first transition colour. This is just going to add a little bit of depth and dimension to my crease. And it's also just going to add a little bit of warmth to the eyes. This palette is so amazing. The shadows are so blendable, they're so creamy, and I would really recommend everyone to go out and get one. So my outfit had a little bit of a red burgundy colour in it, and so I wanted to add that kind of colour into my eye look. So I had this eyeshadow from the Body Shop, and it's ripped from the back, so all it says is that it's the number 16. And using a Morphe M412 brush, I started putting the shadow just into my crease to add a bit of depth into the crease and also give it a bit of a smoky look. However, I found that I wasn't really getting a good colour payoff and it wasn't blending very well, so I decided to let this go, and I went back to my Morphe palette and I started using this purple colour from the palette, as you can see, using the same brush, and the colour payoff and the pigmentation was way better, as you'll see. So I'm just concentrating this colour in my crease and trying not to go too much above the crease, as I want it to have that intensity. So I'm then just going back in with my Morphe M504 brush and that camel colour that I used in my transition, and I'm just going to be blending out any harsh lines. So I'm then going to take this base shadow brush by Real Techniques and this copper gold colour in the palette, and I'm going to put this all over my eyelids. It's such a nice gold colour, and it's one of those colours that I think will go with so many different types of Indian outfits. So as it's Diwali, I really wanted this gold colour to really stand out, so I went in with my Fix Plus and I sprayed it on my brush, and then I went back into that copper gold colour and I added it to my eyelid. As you can see, adding a bit of Fix Plus makes the shadow even more intense than it was already. I then went back in with the M412 brush and that purple colour from the palette, and just very slightly just added a bit more of that colour into the crease. Just blend. That is always the key. I then went back in with a clean M504 blush and I blended out any harsh lines that I had. So as I've got a bit of black in my outfit, I wanted to add a bit of smokiness to the eyes. So I went in with a MAC 217 brush and this black the black eyeshadow from MAC, I can't remember what the name of it, and I concentrated this just in the outer part of my eye and just a little bit in the crease. I actually used the sellotape as a guide, and it actually added a natural wing to the look. You can just see how I'm doing it right now. Sorry about the lighting, by the way. My light just all of a sudden just switched off and I didn't even realise. I then just wanted to add a little bit more of an intense gold just to the middle of my eyelids. So I ended up using this Dazzle Dust by Barry M in the colour 44, which is a gorgeous copper gold colour. And I used a flat brush, so you can use any flat brush, and I just added this right into the middle of my eyelids. Now unfortunately the camera actually stopped recording at this point and I did not realise, so by the time I realised it was too late and I already added it, so apologies for that. And then I also did some winged eyeliner and I added my favourite falsies, which are the Idel Demi Wispies. So then moving on to the face, I first primed my face with the Smashbox water primer, and then I colour corrected with this Pro Conceal by LA Girl in the colour Orange Corrector, and I put this in any places that I had hyperpigmentation and also dark circles, and then I blended it all out with my fingers, as you can see. So as it's Diwali, I wanted a really healthy natural glow to my face, and for this I decided to use the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum, and I'm in the shade 56 Light Bronze. So as this is quite a light to medium foundation, I used 2 pumps of this. Now I wanted to glow from within. I wanted that J-Lo glow. It's Diwali after all. So to get that, I used this Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer, and I added just one pump of this into my foundation and I mixed it, and you will just see what a difference this makes. So I got my Illuminator from QVC and I absolutely love this highlighter. It gives you such a nice glow to your face, and you can just put it on top of your foundation, underneath your foundation. You can actually just also just use it on your face without any foundation, just to give yourself a glow. I absolutely love it. Can you see? Can you just see that glow on my face? And that is due to this actual Josie Maran Illuminator. So for concealer and highlighting, I'm using my Urban Decay Naked Skin, which I purchased recently, and I'm in the shade Medium Light Neutral. So this is actually the first time that I'm using this, and I have to say, when I was blending it out, I absolutely love it. It blended out so smoothly, so easily, and it lasted so long, and it did not crease at all. So far, I'm really happy with this product, and I'm really glad that I purchased it. So as always, I'm just using it to conceal my under eyes and also highlight the rest of my face where I usually like it. So I'm then going to set all my concealer with the Nye Luxury Banana Powder, and I'm going to use the Morphe M500 brush. So at the moment, this is now my new favourite brush for setting my under eye concealer. It's just really soft, it fits perfectly under my under eyes, and I absolutely love it. So next I'm going to be doing my eyebrows, and for filling them in, as usual, I'm going to be using my Soap & Glory Art Tree eyebrow pencil, and I'm in the shade Hot Chocolate, and then I'm going to set those with Maybelline Brow Drama in the colour Transparent. So as you can see in my suit, I've got this blue teal kind of colour, and I wanted to incorporate this look into my eyes. So what I did was I used these two eyeshadow sticks, the first one from Rimmel, Scandal Eyes, in the colour Teasing Turquoise, and the Kate Moss eyeshadow stick in the colour Electric Sapphire, and I mixed these two together and I added this into my bottom waterline, my tight line, sorry, as you can see. I blended it all out using that same camel colour that I used from the Morphe palette before. Then in my waterline I used the Perversion 24/7 Glide On Pencil by Urban Decay, and I also used this in my tight line. And then for my bottom lashes I used the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara in the colour Black. So for contouring, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to use the colours Shadow Play and Subconscious and mix them together using the NARS Eater brush, and I'm just going to contour out my cheeks, and I'm also going to contour in the usual places, so on top of the forehead, the side of the forehead, underneath on my jawline, the sides of my nose. I'm absolutely loving this palette, guys. It is so fantastic, and on top of that, with the NARS Eater brush, it is like a match made in heaven. I'm then going to take the shade Lyric from the palette, and I'm just going to add this under my eyes and in the same places that I did highlighting earlier, and this is just going to give a little bit of more brightness to my look. Then to bronze my face, I'm going to use the Multitask brush from Real Techniques and my Too Faced Chocolate Solei bronzer, and this is just going to add a little bit of warmth to my face. So I'm going to add this to the places all the places that I contoured earlier. Then for my blush, I'm going to use my Morphe blush palette that I recently purchased, and I'm going to use a mixture of these two colours that I'm showing you with my Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm just going to add these to the apple of my cheeks and just take the colour right back. You just got to be a bit careful, these blushes are really highly pigmented, so just use a really light hand. And then for my highlighter, I'm going to be using the Morphe M501 brush, and then can you guess? Yes, I'm going to be using Becca's Opal. Oh my god, it is so amazing, guys. Look at that highlighter. It is just, oh, look at the glow. I'm in love. I'm just going to place this in the usual places that I like to highlight, and I'm also going to add this as my brow highlight, and I'm also going to put this into the inner corners of my eyes to give it a little bit of that pop. For my lips, I'm going to first line my lips with MAC's lip liner in the colour Auburn, and then I'm going to use an oldie but a goodie, which is MAC's Russian Red, and then set everything with my L'Oreal setting spray. To finish off the look, I'm just going to add these earrings that I got from India, and I'm going to wear this gold ring, and I'm also going to add a bindi, and guys, that is the finished look. So guys, I just want to wish everyone a really happy Diwali for those of you that are celebrating. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please comment, subscribe and like down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!